I just read Justice League Dark #2 and Justice League #3, and I enjoyed them, guys. I enjoyed them. I'm gonna give you a little quick synopsis. If this 10 seconds didn't entertain you, you best just change it, since we know people have short attention spans these days. I'm not. I'm not the best at entertaining. I'm not gonna really. I'm gonna try not to spoil it this time. I'm just gonna do a really quick synopsis, and I'll start with Justice League Dark #2. Um, they're battling sort of these magic magic related things because they're on their way to go see Dr. Fate. There's some stuff going on. Magic's out of whack. Man Bat, who I didn't remember to mention in my last video on Justice League Dark, plays a bit of a pivotal role here. He gets to battle somebody and kind of loses shit, if you will. Um, Diana leads the team. We get a little bit of the background of her and her youth, talking about magic issues, if you will, because magic's kind of out of whack. That's kind of what's going on with Justice League Dark. And something's going on with Swamp Thing. Constantine makes an appearance, which is excellent. The Alan Moore creations. It's always good to see them together. And it seems that Swamp Thing has made a deal to join back up with the Parliament of the Green, Parliament of the Trees, whatever you want to call it, whatever it's called. And he's pretty much on his last leg, hence the long dreads and the long beard. He's not trying to emulate myself and get my look. No, he's just simply he's had enough. Um, it's very good. The Detective Chimp character, of course, is funny. Excellent to see. Zatanna gets to get a little bit more character. It's kind of weird to see her and Diana together because they're drawn slightly similar by this particular artist. And there's one of the only things that I didn't like is that they don't keep the same artist. They've been having that issue because they've been doing the kind of twice monthly thing a lot lately with the more popular titles. So then when they do that, they don't have the same artist. But mind you, this was a very good artist. I don't remember what his name is, but James Tinian, the third, the fourth, the fifth, whatever the fuck that Roman numeral is, did a great job. Very enjoyable. I'd give it high ratings, and I would say I'm going to definitely be reading #3. I'm looking forward to it. And on to #3, in fact, of Justice League, dealing with the ultraviolet Lantern Corps and John Stewart coming back. Uh, Also, Sinestro. Um, Basically, the ultraviolet is like as opposed to the regular Lantern Corps, where you're controlling the emotions, it's the emotions controlling you. And they have Hawkgirl and Batman inside of Superman and Martian Manhunter as they go into battling the thing from the last issue. And there certainly seems to be something else going on right there that's about to go down. But again, I don't want to spoil anything. And I don't think I want to say much more about that issue. Again, it was a different artist, which is fine. Actually, this one did a great job. I believe it's the guy who used to do Super Sons, who's a pretty fantastic artist. Has a sort of anime influence. So again, I have to give it high marks, and I'll definitely be looking forward to keeping up. And I like what they're doing both at Marvel and DC right now, and I'm pretty entertained, guys. I like the every couple of years they start coming out with #1s again, and they're doing a really good job with that. And unfortunately, it might be time to do that with things like Green Lantern and the Flash and Aquaman and Wonder Woman and all these series. Let them finish up their runs, those writers, and then start up a new one in the next little bit so that there's jumping on point for people. Because I don't know about you, but I can never jump onto something that if I didn't read the beginning usually. Now I read a bunch of Suicide Squads too, by the way, but I don't know if anyone's interested in that. If you are, go ahead and comment in the bottom. I'd love to talk about it. But this is the kind of stuff it seems like people are interested in a lot of the time is Justice League and the more mainstream stuff. So for the moment, I'll talk about that. And go ahead and check out those books. Go to your local comic store and buy them. Don't go online and buy them. Don't support the fucking industry. Support the fucking comic shops. The people who you love. These are the people who actually are struggling. When they talk about Marvel and DC sales, they're flagging. No, they're not. They don't have any trouble. Neither of them are going anywhere. They have a lot of fucking money. The people who have a hard time are the comic shops. The people who actually put themselves out there and have to buy these issues and don't know if they're going to sell them or not. Aside from that is to say if they have a poll list. I also read Die Die Die, so if anyone's interested, I could talk about that too. That's on my poll list. But Marvel and DC ain't going nowhere. They're great. They're making a lot of money. They look at the fucking how much money they make off their movies. So just have to put that out there. It gets a little annoying when people always love to be naysayers or doom speakers or whatever. I'm going nowhere. They're doing very well. Look at how many freaking TV shows DC has, and they all do well. And look at all the movies Marvel puts out that make hundreds of millions of dollars. So have a good day. Take care.